Welcome everyone to the Sonoma Spiel. My name is Tim, and my co-guest is drinking right now, so I can get some words out. This is the Sonoma Spiel. This is the time between Christmas and New Year's when everyone is moving slow. We're all confused. We've been eating cookies for breakfast and eggnog for lunch, and it's a disaster. And that's why I've got in my favorite guest. This time, I actually mean it. He's a very special guest because when I think of a disaster, I think of tornadoes, fires, floods, and locusts, but I also think of Bob Taylor from KSCY. Hi, Bob.
I'm glad you had me come in the holiday taint time. You know, I'm just totally.
You're getting top billing. Okay. People have been begging me to know who is your guest today. Who is your guest? And by people, I mean my mom and dad who were asking me last night.
Yeah.
Loyal listeners. And they wanted to know who the guest was. I said it was a very, very special guest. And I'm so glad you walked in when you did because it was just going to be me. So thanks.
You were a little mopey.
I'm so full of cheese and I'm confused. I have been eating cookies all the time and M&Ms.
What did you eat for Christmas Eve? What was dinner?
Oysters. And then we had, and clam chowder.
Some chowder.
Chowder. We went down to Petaluma.
Mm-hmm.
You heard of it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just 20 minutes away from here. Mm-hmm. And we went to the seafood place, Hog Island, and we got oysters.
Okay.
And I learned to shuck them by going onto YouTube and how to shuck oysters and not stab yourself.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Because, you can very quickly lose a finger. And, we had oysters and we had stew. What'd you have?
On the eve?
We had cheese, too. You don't know what you had. You're thinking? Do you have Taco Bell?
I don't remember.
Did you have, were you at your house?
Don't remember.
That's the problem with this period, this lull.
And plus, I was
Christmas and New
working
Year's.
until I probably went to my mom's house.
Okay.
Because my girl was working.
Okay.
Anyway,
What'd you have for Christmas Day? Did you have anything to eat?
started with cookies. Followed by candy.
Breakfast or champions. What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
Oh, chocolate chip. I mean,
really?
I cannot eat the nut.
Chocolate chip's not a Christmas cookie. That's just a cookie.
Don't tell me it's true.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's my Christmas cookie.
Right, because you're allergic to nuts.
Mm-hmm. I would go completely 100% peanut cookie.
Right. If you could.
Yeah.
But
Peanut butter.
Would you die?
I could. It could happen.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Wow.
In any circumstance, but it could be quickened by the peanut
butter. I mean, a meteor could hit you right now.
Yes.
But if you did that and a peanut butter, then the peanut butter would probably be a contributing factor to the meteor impact. All right, so you had cookies. Did you have ham, turkey?
Later on,
and pfeffer?
there was some ham. There was some turkey.
Okay.
And gravy.
Good.
And mashed potatoes.
Wow.
And olives and deviled eggs.
That's
and
good.
It just kept going. Rolls.
That's good.
Dinner rolls. Beer.
You had beer.
There was some wine.
Some wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
It was a
wine.
Merlot.
Was it? Merlot's good. We had smoked cod, smoked salmon, and then shrimp. We had a lot of seafood. My sister-in-law was visiting. She's a recent diabetic, and so we had to thread the line.
One or two?
The one that's the one that's like super. She has to wear a little pump and stuff like that now, and she was really sick.
Not caused by her abuse of food, just her body.
No, she was. Yoga instructor, super healthy, but just didn't feel well.
Late life type 1 is weird. It's rare.
Yeah.
Rare.
Well, she's younger than I am, so she's and I'm 20.
I mean, it's usually teens to early 20s.
It is, yes. I think, and maybe who knows how long she had it. How do you know so much about diabetes now?
Family.
Oh, okay, yeah. So anyway, we had to figure out food for her, as well as food for my daughter, and they're kind of the opposite. So we had to thread the needle on that one, but it worked out, and we had a great time. Anyway, Bob, I'm glad you're here.
You had a fishy Christmas.
I had a fishy Christmas,
and then yesterday all the sibs were down, so I made Korean tacos.
I love that, like the Korean street tacos.
Yeah,
whatever they're called. Yeah,
it's ground beef and sriracha and some soy sauce. And
do you think? I don't know if that really is Korean tacos. Cabbage. Do you think in Korea they have something they call American, kimchi?
Yeah, maybe.
It's just like they just make stuff up. It's like mayonnaise and cabbage and a hot dog, just mashed up.
I'm sure like,
Like, this is very American.
California cuisine somewhere.
Throw an avocado on it.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yes.
Bob, we're here not because you were not a very special guest, because you are a very special guest. And you're also the station manager where we tape the podcast. So thank you. You're also the lead guitarist in a band called the Irascible AC/DC, or the Inconsiderate AC/DC. What's it called again?
I call it the Ilgit.
Illegit. The Illegitimate AC/DC, which you are an AC/DC homage.
Yeah.
Okay. How come you don't have like an ABBA band? Don't you think you get more bookings if you also did ABBA?
If we did that, we'd get a lot more and we'd get paid a lot more.
But you're true to art, aren't you? You're like, you're going to star for the AC/DC.
Well, yeah. It's going to star. No, it was an easy thing for me.
Right.
The only reason I did it is when my child was a baby and I couldn't go out and practice more. I said, hey, let's just do a tribute. This stuff's easy.
Right. Because you knew the stuff already because you were a fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you would, instead of practicing and writing music,
Right.
you listen to the album or you play along with the album. Hey, I just practiced.
Oh, I see. Instead of like having to write a whole new
You do
song.
your research at home and then
smart.
maybe to get together to hit some fine.
And you guys are available for parties.
But, that was, I was, she was, we were. And so it's been
years.
realistically 19 years.
Really?
And we had a different name, different singer, different other guys.
So did AC/DC.
Yeah. And they had, it became difficult with some of them.
Okay.
And I didn't, for me, it's just about fun.
Right.
With something like that is just a fun
Right.
project.
You're
Let's
not
have a
making
good
tons of money on
time
this.
and
Right.
wink at each other and smile
Right.
and go, hey, bro, this is cool, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, it's for some of them, it became more businessy, stuff like that. And I'm like, no.
This is a fun band, guys.
Yeah, this is fun. And so we dissolved it. Gotcha. I went to play out with Backtracks after that. And then young Will, our current singer, came to me one time and said, hey, let's play a gig together.
Really?
Yeah. So then that's when we actually came up with that name, Illegitimate
AC/DC.
because I really, really loved the concept of the unofficial Rolling Stones,
Right,
that
right,
band.
right.
And I said I would just love to do that, but can't use unofficial. That would sound stupid.
Right. So you're illegitimate.
Illegitimate.
I like that.
It just popped in my head.
Can people hire your band?
Yes.
Thank you.
acdcsonoma.com.
You should just start playing gigs on top of roofs, like just showing up.
I would love to. I would
thing,
do
the
that all the
Beatles
time.
thing. That'd
I
be
would
good.
just wherever I could show
Yeah.
up. I'd be game.
We should do it on top of this roof. Will this roof hold you?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll have to find a roof that's structurally sound, and then have you guys perform someplace. But this is not why you're on the podcast.
No.
But people should go find your band.
They could do that, and I do play other music. Amazingly,
You do. I think you play the
write
intro
music.
You play the intro music to this podcast.
Yes, I do.
recall.
And the Outbound.
Yeah. And
The Outbound, they were written at different times. One's almost completely digital, where the other one is acoustic. No, actually, it wasn't acoustic. It was it's not over there. I was looking.
I'm laughing because people don't know off camera. There's like 4 guitars, 5 or 6 amps,
Drum set.
a drum set.
This ain't nothing.
And this is just part of the studio. This is like a band teacher's nightmare.
It was an Epiphone that is actually my brother's house right now. But
Did you say an Epiphone?
Epiphone
Is that an actual instrument or did you make that up?
brand
Oh, it's a brand? Of what?
guitar.
Oh, an Epiphone. I thought it was like a sousaphone, which is like a saxophone, but it's a sousaphone.
No.
Okay. Bob, you're here to help me talk about the 2024 year in review.
Urine review. Is that what
Yes,
we cut?
that's the lab tech. Get out of here. They're like, sir, you need to drink more water and get some calcium.
Yeah, I've been clean since
You're-
1991, so I don't know what
The year in 2024, Bob, we're looking back at 2024, and we're going to talk about I've got some stuff, the best of 2024. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm just going to talk about stuff.
Let me get ready.
Okay, yeah, loosen up. It was a pretty good year, wasn't it?
Let me get a sip.
That was good. Is that some fresh from Sonoma Creek? That's the good water?
That's the good coffee.
Oh, you make coffee here. You're pretty good at it.
It's not Schwatzen. Cafe.
Cafe? Schwatzen. What is
Black.
Yeah, Schwartz black coffee. Oh, good for you.
It's not. Right?
Oh, because you added cream to it. Okay. I always drink coffee black and bitter,
I don't know. I don't get it.
like me. I like dark coffee.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay, 2024. I'm going to go over some of the top things people looked at on
I
our
do believe
website.
that year existed.
It did. You ready for this?
Sure.
What do you think was one of the top pages on our website.
On your website?
On our website, sonomavalley.com. Yeah. What do people?
Pages, wouldn't it be SnovaValley.com?
Well, okay, but not that page. Yeah. Okay. Other than that page, what are people clicking on our website? What's the things that you do the most? What does Bill do here when he does his PSAs?
Oh, the calendar.
The calendar of events. People are always asking us what's going on, what's happening. So people always go to our calendar. So you're right. You have a pretty good calendar here at the website at KSVY. And then also the other thing people are always looking for when they travel. You recently went to Germany in 2024, if I recall.
Yeah.
What were you looking for when you booked a hotel?
Places to stay?
Okay. And were you looking to pay a lot of money?
No.
You're looking for a deal?
Bargain.
Special offers.
Well,
But you wanted value.
I will actually say that money had little to do with it.
Really?
For us traveling, we'll do anything we can to stay out of a hotel.
To stay out of a hotel?
So we'll get a B&B, an apartment, or anything.
Okay, yeah.
Hostel.
Have you stayed in a hostel before?
No.
I've done that.
I think they did before.
Yeah.
We stayed in apartments and Airbnbs and one hotel, I think.
Okay.
2 hotels.
And that is also what people look up on our website, the number 2 page.
And we stayed in a part hotel.
Oh, is that just like a hotel with like a kitchenette and it's like
Something like that, yeah.
a part hotel?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about that too, by the way. We're going to talk about
In Munich. München. Yeah.
In München.
München.
Oh, wow.
München.
Okay. And also things people looked at were ordering a visitor guide. People still order our visitor guides. They really like getting the paper visitor guide. Do you know why? I will have a government employee deliver it to your door.
Oh.
Yeah.
A current.
For free.
employee.
A government employee or a contractor working for the government will personally deliver a free visitor guide to your door if you go to sonomavalley.com and order one.
Excellent.
So that's not a bad deal. Other big things was our Sonoma wine tasting pass, which we've done a commercial for before.
Yes.
And you can do that. And also the holidays in Sonoma Valley, of which you were a part of. This year we called it Sonoma Magical. You still feeling that magic?
Yeah.
You're feeling it. All that.
It's going to fizzle out in about 4 days.
And it's all over and it's done. And then the lighting of the plaza, actually, that was one of our top pages too.
Love it.
You did a good job producing it.
One of my faves.
You said that. Yeah. Are you saying that because you want me to hire you guys again to do the video, or do you actually mean that?
I like an event we have some awesome events here, right?
Right.
4th of July, which is searing sometimes.
Yeah.
And all the other many musical productions that go on the
Right.
plaza during Tuesday night farmers market.
Right.
A lot of good stuff, a lot of good air, a lot of good casual, but I also like the cold stuff. You know? And so this was the cold stuff. And as long as you dress up to it,
it's fun.
It's fun.
People call them
I love
scarves.
breathing mist a little bit.
Yeah.
Scarves. I did my gloves. I had a churro. There were no brats this time. I wanted
There were
brats.
brats?
Yeah, last year there was brats. But I did be in brats last time.
Oh, that'd be good. But we had the crepe lady there, and then we had a couple of other.
There was a lot of vendors. There was a lot to choose from.
But and you wore your fingerless gloves, and you look like a little Dickens urchin. Please, sir, may I have some more? and that was fun. So yeah, okay. Well, that's what people are researching on our website. Also, where to eat is always very popular.
Of course.
Yeah, you always ask me that. Where should we eat?
Where should we eat?
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you, who's your sponsors? Is really what I'm doing.
Where should we eat?
Yeah.
And
because every time I would say, hey, let's go here and you eat, and they're like, they're not a sponsor.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they don't support us. So you got to support. But then also, what kind of food do you like?
A lot.
No, you like Mexican food.
Well, generally, I like everything. Depends on the pocket. My pocketbook
That's true.
is the one that is
budget.
prejudice.
So budget does determine a lot of options there. You're absolutely right.
And I usually between the hours of whenever I get up to 2, I want breakfast food.
Right.
Eggs, bacon,
Christmas cookies.
maybe some, Christmas cookies.
We went to Verano Cafe. I like that.
We did that one.
That was good. Yeah.
What else did we had the mojacates?
Molcajetes. Yeah, that's good. And then also we've done Black Bear Diner, which is a classic.
Sunflower.
Sunflower Cafe is good.
A few times.
But we should do. It sounds like we're doing a dining show now. But we're not talking about the food. We're just talking about the place.
Because you and I usually do daytime meals, and it's usually breakfast.
And we have a piece of paper, and we're kind of like figuring out.
Tim says, "Well, I really want a Reuben." I'm like, "I don't care what you want. Let's go get some breakfast."
And then we go get breakfast. I know you're so mean.
I know
You're mean.
Yeah.
Bob, also, you guys have a website, ksvy.com, by the way. ksvy.org, by the way. And people can listen to all sorts of shows there.
Lots. All of them.
All of them. Okay.
Playlists, too.
That is kind of neat. You know, back in the day, you used to have to like call the radio station and go, "What did you just play?"
They still do that.
Really?
Hey, what was that on right then? I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm not in the studio.
Yeah, now it's all automated. But yours
I can
yours
go
has a
back and
whole
look and
list.
it'll
I
tell me, right?
kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of neat. We have some new businesses that opened in 2024 in Sonoma Valley. The Ola Vida Collective. I had her on the podcast a couple weeks ago. Have you been there?
I have not been there.
Okay.
But I have heard of it. I became aware when you came in and
Brought her in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alakai Eatery.
yes, next door.
Oh, you've heard of them.
I've heard of them.
We can literally hear their mixer.
smell it
You can
every
smell
morning.
the onions. They have a really good, so that's kind of like Peruvian food. Is that what it is?
It's a Peruvian bodega type food, yeah.
Okay. And the chef worked at a lot of higher end restaurants and now has like this neat kind of catering takeaway.
There's a catering, well, they have catering, period. And Ali Kai is a Hawaiian name, obviously. I think she did some stuff there. I don't know for sure. I did her interview her once, but that was like a year ago. And
Did you try that potato thing I told you about?
no.
So they take these mashed potatoes and then they mash them with like a chicken stock and they put fermented food on top and then like an egg. It's really good. It's a fantastic snack or meal. And it's called like a guava.
I've been too busy.
No, because you got in a fight with them over the bathrooms. You share the bathrooms in the back. Capo Izeta opened. That's a tasting room on the Sonoma Plaza.
Sure.
Cass City Ranch kind of open to the public. That's a farm. They're on the podcast too. Yeah, they have a pickleball out there. So, you know, flowers and stuff like that. Dane Sellers, he was open, but he actually opened a tasting room in Glen Ellen in a big former redwood wine tank. Like the big ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's have you been out there to Glen Ellen? It's if you go to Sonoma and you keep going. I know you don't leave Sonoma very often, Bob. Yeah. So Dane Sellers.
Lived in my formative years. I lived out there.
Here's one that you could ask me to take you to, and I'll say 100% yes. Enclos. 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 Do you know where that is?
Where?
No, Enclos.
Where is it?
It's the old Stone Age restaurant. So you're going to tell me it's across from Reader's Books. So it's on East Napa, past Della Santina's.
Okay.
And
That used to be Rins or something like that.
Yeah, it's very fancy. It's like high end. Like it's like one of those places that's gonna Sonoma's on the culinary map kind of thing.
Okay.
Like this is a high end dining experience.
Sonoma is on the culinary.
No, but like this is like, bam. This is part of the trend. We're back, baby. It's happening. Between Bob going to La Hacienda for margaritas and Enclos.
Margarita Monday.
The two options there. So yeah, that's the thing. Also, a new thing this year is the Glen Ellen Wine Trail. What do you know about that?
Is it up there by Rattlesnake Ridge or is it?
No, stop calling it Rattlesnake Ridge. That's the Sonoma Valley Regional Park. Why do you call it Rattlesnake Ridge?
AKA Rattlesnake Ridge.
Okay, there are rattlesnakes though, but you can't. If you call a park Rattlesnake Ridge, no one will go there.
Makes them aware.
If you call it Sonoma Valley Regional Park, it's pretty clear where it is and what it is, right? And by the way, the only
It's in
time
the Sonoma region, yes.
so the Glen Ellen,
you know, I got a beef with that.
I know. Bob has a beef with a regional park.
The name of the region.
I know. Okay. Do you know that Hauser Veluza and Piasta law firm?
Yeah.
They're nice people. Mary
Mary
Piasta.
Piasta.
Yeah, she's a great person. So they just reconstituted as a law firm or whatever. So they opened. That's kind of neat. Lilac Day Spa. Do you ever go to day spas? That's not my thing.
At Calistoga, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You left here to go, and as you should have for your
Took my
birthday.
money somewhere else.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Las Mocajetes opened. Moon Hollow is a new tasting room on the plaza. And then it's where next to Large Leather is, where everyone's favorite diminutive Dutch lady is, Jessica. So next door to that is a really nice winery. Shopkeeper Studio opened up where the quilt stop used to be, and they have really neat items down there. And then Sonoma Splash.
Yes. That's this year?
Well, they opened up last year a little bit, but really to the public in January, like general public.
Yeah. And
What's the story of that pool?
it's a long, there used to be a pool there.
And then what happened?
It was covered up overnight.
Undercover
mysteriously.
So there was this at the high school.
Yes.
There was your high school.
Yes.
There was a swimming pool. And then
It was, yeah.
And then
and
someone
somewhere, I'm going to say roughly 18 or 19 years ago, it suddenly was gone.
someone filled it in at night.
Yeah. I don't know if it was overnight. It was just so mysterious.
Suddenly. Yeah.
The school board declared it. It was quick, and there's no input by the public. It was a thing.
Right. So you guys lost the pool.
Thing.
The community lost the pool. So then the community said, we need to bring the swimming pool back.
Right.
And the high school
took a long time.
The high school and a nonprofit formed to work in partnership.
Other people took shots at it. I know a local businessman put together a real program and said, do it this way. And the school board actually shot it down.
Really?
Yeah.
Swimming pools are very expensive. So they're a service. They're not really a for-profit thing. So, yeah. But it's a great service.
It's there now.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I filmed a water polo there.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did we win?
No.
Go Dragons.
Because we are so far behind in water polo.
Because we
had no pool.
We had to play underground for 10 years. That's not good. Sonoma Stonehouse. Hey, this is interesting. When you're going into Santa Rosa, that's the big city. When you go into Santa Rosa, there was a building on the right, and it's a big brick stone building as you're coming, before you hit the Flamingo when you're coming in town. That's going to be a hotel called the Sonoma Stonehouse. It's brand new. And it's under construction.
Kind of wedged into the hillside there?
It is kind of wedged into the hillside. You've got to be heading into Santa Rosa to really hit that, or you got to flip around and come back. But it's going to be really neat. It's up on the hill. And yeah, it'll be beautiful. You've been to Sourdough and Company, I think. Sourdough.
I did go there twice. I've been there twice.
Shop. Okay.
And I spread it out over 5 months apart. So
Okay.
I had 2 different experiences.
I like this. You're like a living Yelp.
I like to do that. When a new place comes up, you try it.
Right.
Like it or not, you go back a few months later to see.
Try it again.
Right.
Yeah, because if they're having an off day or if they're brand new, that's smart. Okay. Trove Sonoma.
Trove.
Do you know where that is?
No.
It is in a historic adobe. Salvador adobe.
Oh, there.
It's next to Sunflower.
Okay, where those other guys moved to the corner.
Right, the global fair trade people. Trove sells what our kids call vintage clothing. And you and I look down at our
I'm
clothes.
still wearing it.
You're like, wait a
Still
minute.
got it in my drawer.
Well, this isn't vintage. Yeah, so it's really cool stuff in there. And they have a really nice sense of design and stuff like that. But I was a little hurt
I mean,
seeing some stuff as vintage. And I'm like, come on.
Oh my God.
That's what's it. And also Valley Swim Club, I think opened in January last year.
Okay.
So that, of course, is the Valley Bar and Bottle Crew, Valley Swim Club, not a pool.
Not a pool. Well, that was funny because it opened just about the same time
As Sonoma Splash.
Well, no, there was not only Sonoma Splash, but the other pool had
right.
changed hands, and there was in the flux of opening.
There was a
and closing.
kerfuffle. Yeah.
So 3 different places had pool related.
But one was actually a New England style clam shack.
Yeah.
One was the high school swimming pool. That's actually funny. Yes, the Valley Swim Club is out there, and I guess they have soft serve ice cream too. So it's supposed to be very good. And it's across from another dog park. You got a problem with that dog park? You're not going to call that one like Moccasin Dog Park or something? Because
It's not a regional park.
I think it went. That might be regional.
It's
Park.
Ernie Smith Field, isn't it? What are you changing names?
No, I think that is. I think Ernie Smith's the regional park. But you're right. It's not like a regional park where you go hiking to find animals. 1% of which might be a snake. 99% are probably
More than you
bird,
think.
probably
More
birds
than you-
and bobcats.
I've personally seen.
Really?
I went up there with my daughter and her mom.
Yeah.
And we were up there walking. I said, they started walking in the bushes. And I'm all, stay out of the twigs,
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
little high grass. I said, stay out of there. And they're all, what? And I'm like, well, there's going to be a rattlesnake in there.
Right.
And lo and behold, on our walk back, I said, you see that? They're, oh my God.
It was a rattlesnake?
There's a rattlesnake.
Did you plant it
Big
there?
one.
Were you,
Big one.
you planted it there like,
in my
I'm
pocket.
teaching you a lesson.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Bob, when you did your cooking for Christmas and for New Year's, do you have a recipe book or how do you find stuff?
Well, I didn't do Christmas. I did the day after Christmas.
Boxing Day.
This one was a food delivery service. They have a recipe that came with it from last year.
Oh, okay.
And so I used
The
that.
card.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you often, when you have to find a recipe though, do you have like a book?
I go online.
You go online.
I don't need no book.
What's the best part about going online to find recipes?
Diversity.
Yeah, you find stuff right away.
Some people will say, oh, you got to use this.
Right.
And you're like, you might try it and go, that was wrong.
Right.
And so you try something different.
You don't need pimento.
Yeah.
You need something else.
Yeah, something. So I compare. I usually
Okay.
look at 3 and go, number 1, this is easier. Or this sounds stupid.
Right. Let me ask you, what's the most frustrating part about online recipes? You're on your phone.
Reading through it. Some people want to write a story
Yeah. Why
Get
is
to the
there?
point.
Why? Thank you.
Everything in this world is written in a way that is people trying to show off their ego.
Is that what it
it's
is?
like, why don't you just get to the point?
Get to the point.
2 lines. That's all you need.
Just like, here's
Tell
the
any
recipe.
story.
I hear what they actually are trying to do is to sell more ads on that page,
There's that too.
and then to get you on that. Well, I got news for you, Bob. Special. It's just for you because you're a very special guest. At SonomaValley.com, we have recipes. If you click on them, it's just recipes. There's no stories.
Sonoma specials.
There's no. We do love our alliteration.
Sonoma smash burger.
No, the McAvoy Ranch citrus salad.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like fall and winter dishes can leave us feeling heavy. This is a light and bright citrus salad. Okay, so there is some words. I will tell you that. But it's not like my uncle was called Pinky because he had 2 thumbs and, anyway. No, it's right here. It's just the whole thing. So we have all these recipes and especially have a bunch of wellness recipes out right now. So
Is there any good recipes or is it all healthy?
no, okay. What are you doing? They're both. It's okay. What do you like? What's your favorite? What do you like?
A burger.
You like a burger?
Like a good burger. Which I have my own very
Right. Okay.
fabulous burger. But
How about osobuco?
what's that?
Osobuco is, that's a good question. It's like lamb shanks, which is a type of meat.
I'd try it. I've been into the lamb lately.
Have you? Okay, it'd be good stuff.
I don't know what everybody's complaining about.
People come up to you and complain about lamb?
Well,
Yeah?
mutton. Yeah.
Oh, mutton. Okay. Well, mutton's kind of gamey,
Yeah.
but if you do it right, it's not that bad. Yeah. Look, we've got English pea, leek, and some other kind of soup and fennel soup. No story. I just have the recipe for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have about 30 recipes on here. You can go up there and look
Do you
at
have any
some.
better soups than that?
Yes. You want? Okay. You know what? You know what?
Yes.
Look at you.
I do.
Look at. Welcome to Bob is not impressed.
I have a really good stew that I make.
Really? How about Della?
I want to learn. My problem on my next ones
Go.
will be a hot and sour soup.
I like hot and sour.
I want to make that.
Okay, that's good.
wanna make
I can find that. Della Santina's tortellini and brodo soup. Do you like tortellini?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Look at you. You're like, do we have any other soups? We do, but now I'm clicking through it. Oh, crab cakes. You don't like crab
Yeah.
cakes.
Give or take. Take it or leave it.
Grilled shrimp and pineapple salad.
Yummy.
Songbird parlor, soy and honey marinated mushroom salad. Songbird.
Which songbird was it?
Songbird.
Is it like a little?
It's called Songbird Parlor.
Finch that's out there.
No, that's the name of the place. You don't put a finch on the salad.
Oh, the salad. Okay.
Oh my gosh. How about this one? Portuguese pot roast, root vegetables, and parsley sun-dried tomato stuffing topping. That's
Sounds
good.
good.
That's from Tosca, from, the Portuguese stuff. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of recipes on there, and what I like about that is you don't have to have a long story. I'm just going to put Bob doesn't like this. Here's the recipe. Here's Grumpy Bob.
Yeah.
Try
I like
this
grumpy.
recipe.
Just opinionated.
Bob, do you know you have a podcast? I mean, you're on it right now. It's kind of meta. We also take these and we make videos if you're watching the videos. And then we take those clips and we put them online. I'm going to play some of the top clips that we got from the videos because people think these were really creative. So first one we had, which was a top clip, we had the woman who's in charge of Sonoma's cemeteries.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Carolyn. And she was talking about what the trend is in cemeteries. It's not taxidermy, evidently. I thought it was that. I had her on for Halloween. And here's
That sounds really good. Actually.
here's the actual trend among people. Well, I bet you people do want, that like Sonoma might
I would
enjoy being
imagine
buried
so.
here. So
I
it's a
would
thing.
imagine so.
And they could be their ashes too, right?
Absolutely.
That's pretty common.
Yeah. Most common.
Okay.
The
Well,
trend is
ashes.
more often cremation.
How come they don't make people into diamonds more? Wasn't that a thing?
No, they're still doing it. I think it's probably just not cost effective.
Oh, right.
But they do it also with pets, so I don't know how they can tell on the other end who they're getting.
So, Bob.
You're right. I think she's right. It's like when I've sent my pets off to be cremated,
Right.
They send back a bunch of ashes. I'm like, yeah, right.
This could be anything.
This
This could be
any
literally
chunk of wood.
bottom of the Weber. You never know what this was. Really? You did? We still have Luke in a box for family photos. been replaced by the other dog.
Anything too big to go under the kitty tree goes.
Yeah,
off.
well, Luke was huge. He was a very big dog. Mark Bodenhammer, we had him on. He's from the Chamber. He's also a very good guest. He has a show here too, right? On Thursdays, Tuesdays?
Thursday.
Great show. He was talking about Sonoma being a farming community, and this was a very popular clip.
Go ahead.
Right here we go.
This is a farming community, and it's an ag community, and the people here really take a lot of pride in that. Right. And this is the time. It's so exciting being here right now. There's kind of a nervous energy and an excitement and all of those things because it all happens right now. And this is when world-class wine grapes get to come home and get turned into wine.
Get smushed to death.
Yeah.
Become wine. It's when the world-class wine grapes return to their homeland.
This is a...
Mark is...
Take that, you grapes.
We were talking about the harvest.
Yeah.
People love to come here for harvest. Right. And that's... What date do we schedule harvest for again? How do we do that? We determine it in January? Do it with the exact date of... Is there like a council of harvesters?
Depends on the moon.
Oh, it depends on the moon. Yeah. Okay.
Valley of the Moon. It's we have 7 chances out of here.
Wait, what do you mean?
Never mind.
Supposedly it rises and sets 7 times as it goes to the
seven different.
Is that
places.
really true? Or is that just some tourist guy?
Well, you know what Sonoma means, right?
No.
It means the Valley of Sickness.
What? Who told you that? That's what the high school goths say.
It's because of the pollen.
Really? Oh, really? That's why I am a little stuffed up right now. So, here's one. I have Maeve Smith. She is with not Matanzas Creek, Corsi Graves. She and her husband were big performers, and they were on cruise ships before they got into the wine business, and they were also at Cinema Arts Live. But she talked about how she got her start in high school in the cafetorium. Here we go.
No.
Did you say cafetorium?
Cafetorium, meaning it's
Is that like
also
a
where
mixture of vomitorium and cafeteria?
it's a mixture of auditorium and cafeteria.
Sorry.
So there's a stage in there, but it's also where they serve lunch.
You're like, hey, you with the chicken fingers, get out of the way.
But
Yeah.
I made it,
Okay.
I made it to the big time. No.
Bob, did you have a cafetorium in your high school?
No.
You didn't?
We had a big, large... We didn't have a well, which school?
You went to several.
Yes. High school? No.
Okay. Middle school? That's the problem with the schools and the arts. They took the arts out of the cafeterias, and that's what happened.
Don't think at that
Okay.
point we were doing tables and doors.
Okay. Tables and doors.
Right. In the lower schools, they had cafetoriums. There was actually a stage in there.
Yeah, I love that. And if you're playing dodgeball, it was deadly because if you're running, going back, and you didn't know the stage was there, you could hit that stage, and you could be cut in half. It happened to one kid.
Nice.
It was very sad. Here was one we had the people who were with the cheese trail, the Strauss people. Do you know them?
Strauss, yeah.
Strauss, yeah, they have it.
Out of Marshall.
Yeah, they have the cheese trail, and they also have Strauss Family Dairy. They're the same family. By the way, did you know that was a trend where people on TikTok were drinking the whole milk and they found the cream top, and that became a big TikTok thing? Are you familiar with this?
We were doing that back in the early 90s.
I know.
I did not know
To find that cream top, it's delicious.
Oh no, I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
I actually wrote them a letter about that one time.
What was your letter about?
It was about how much we enjoyed the creamy top. And but this was long before God, my kid was barely born, I think. Maybe not even born at that point.
Right.
But yeah, and long before TikTok.
Yeah.
But we actually went and saw a play out there 2 years ago.
At a dairy, Bob?
Yeah. At the little barn they have.
Wait, there's a play in a dairy?
At that time there was.
So not only are they in cafetoriums, they're also in milking barns?
This was a barn of some sort.
Okay.
Stone's throw from
A bunch of manure? What's the play, Bob?
Tamales.
What was the play?
Tamales Bay.
It's like Oklahoma? What was the play?
No, it was a one woman show with,
okay.
with the daughter talking about her growing up out
Oh, so it was like an on-location history. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't like avant-garde black box theater and a barn in West Marin.
It was good though.
Surrounded by cow crap. Okay. Well, here she is. She brought in some cheeses to taste and gave me, we had to guess what they were. So here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what kind of milk it is?
It's not cat milk or something, is it?
Yes. No.
What? Is it an animal that I would know of? Is it a common animal?
It's a goat.
Oh, it is a goat.
it's
Okay.
goat. I just wanted to
It's
tell
like
you.
a surprise.
It's a wild zebra.
It's monkey cheese. Good luck. Okay.
Guess what kind?
Would you eat cat milk cheese?
I don't know. If I was really hungry, sure.
So she brought in all these.
Will I seek it out?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Will I try it if somebody said, hey, this is cat milk? I might taste it.
You might do that. Maybe in that period between Christmas and New Year's when you're just like eating anything, you're like shoveling in there. Two more, and then we'll move on here. This was spread with Christina Topham.
Lebanese-based.
Lebanese-based food. They're in the Springs, and she gave us some advice on
3 weeks ago.
on if we should order. It was longer than 3 weeks ago.
No, I was there.
Oh, you were there 3 weeks ago. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. She was giving advice on food ordering apps.
I really liked. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. No, go ahead. What'd you really like?
I'm trying to remember the name, so you go ahead.
Okay, I'll play this. But she, like Instacart and stuff like that, and Uber Eats. She gave this advice.
For the record, they take 30% of our sales.
Wait. If I'm math time here. If I get a $10 order from you,
Yes.
they're taking 30%.
Yes.
Just for delivering it.
Yes. So we jack our prices up on DoorDash. So never use DoorDash for pickup because
So
you're
if you're-
overpaying.
Oh, so people order on DoorDash and they pick it up themselves? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you can actually order off of our website for delivery as well and pay a flat delivery fee. It's $8,
Mm-hmm.
which I know is steeper than DoorDash, but then at least we keep all of the
Well, that's good. Wait, who
all
delivers?
of the
You-
sales.
you-
No, it's a subcontract
Oh,
through
okay.
our POS
You
provider.
don't like you get some kid on a bike and you're like, go,
No,
fly
no.
away.
It's for the
Bob, DoorDash takes 30%. That's insane. So for some reason, that became one of our top videos. People like that one. Do you ever use DoorDash?
I've used it once or twice.
Okay. I mean, if they want to sponsor this podcast or ksvy.org.
Yeah, sure.
No, so do you remember what you had there? Did you have the fries?
I had the bobo ganoush.
That's good. It's eggplant.
I had that and the dirty fries.
That's so good.
And a beer.
I just asked Christina to make me a plate. She just makes me stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is, but it's really good. Number one video that we got for this past year. These are all the shorts. These aren't the full ones, but here's the one. It's back with the Strausses. And we're talking about how to measure milk. How do you buy milk? What do you measure it by? Yeah, when you go to the store, Bob. What do you,
It's a quart or a half or
Okay.
yeah.
here we go. Listen to it how the farmers measure it. Right.
So if you're a farmer, which about 35% of these cheesemakers are farmers, then they make more money making a product than selling their milk to somebody.
Do they still measure milk by hundredweight?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
No.
Is there a reason why Americans won't use the metric system?
We're American. What do you want?
Exactly.
Right. So milk is measured by hundredweight. Nobody knows what that is. Literally nobody knows. It's just like this mystery weight of 100 something that they sell milk by, and they were talking about
100 hands,
it's 100 horses.
cubits.
Cubits. But yeah, that was it. When we make the podcast, we make these smaller videos, and then people seem to like those little shorts there. You don't edit those videos though.
No.
Okay. They'd be really good if you did. You're a good editor.
Thank you.
I should have done that more of that.
Have to push it off to somebody else.
Hey, Austin, why don't you cut that out? Bob, January 1st, what are you doing?
Sleeping in.
Okay, fair enough. But if you were ready to embrace your wellness journey, what kind of things could you do?
Well, I'd go through first my Y2K checklist to make sure it's all still working.
He's still there. The desalinator, the solar panels, and your 5,000 MREs. Yeah. Did you have a big Y2K stash?
No, very minimal.
Okay.
Because we live in Sonoma. But
You just go get some grubs.
if a plane fell out of the sky and landed on us,
Right.
odds were against us in any case at all.
Yeah. Especially if you're eating that peanut
No,
cookie.
it wasn't. I did some prep work on some of my computers at work, but nothing.
Right. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Were you kind of disappointed when Y2K wasn't as bad and apocalyptic as you thought it would be?
No.
Yeah. I was okay.
Who
with
needs
that.
that?
Who needs that? So, Bob, what we do have, though, is a lot of people turn their thoughts to wellness in January. Right? They stop eating the cookies for breakfast.
I do not resolve anything.
You have no resolutions.
No resolution.
Not at all? Okay. Well, some people do.
I know. And I don't, because it's all year.
ahead.
Be a nice person all year. Be your
Okay.
best person as much as you can.
Right.
Usually, I get the winter depression. And sometimes it's really, really bad. This year's not so bad so far.
The SAD, like the seasonal affective
Yeah,
disorder.
season effect. And so sometimes I check myself on that.
Right.
It's like, okay, here's January 1st, and the good news is 2 weeks ago was the solstice, and
And the
it's
light,
all
I mean,
brighter
we're
from
getting more light.
right,
We're
every
getting more
day,
light. Yeah.
yeah. But that's the only thing I might check on myself, other than, oh my God, taxes, and we're nonprofit. We have to send out a bunch of letters and these
raise some
things
money.
and 1099s,
Right,
and,
right.
a lot of that stuff.
Well, for some people, they like to go like hiking or something like that. So we do have the whole list of wellness things. So like there's the first day hike at Jack London State Park. Sonoma Splash has the first annual swim a mile at Sonoma Splash on January 1st. And then they also have all sorts of different things that are happening, like, yoga, stretch.
So swim a mile throughout the month of January, or on
No, you literally do like 75 laps.
in one day?
Yeah, a mile. Look at you. Some people do that.
Yeah, ball on my leg.
No, for real. Some people really do that.
I could see that.
They do that.
Swimming's good.
Swimming is good. So we have 100 days of.
And it's a heated pool.
It is a heated pool. Yeah, Bob. 100 days of winter wellness. We have 100 days of things to do in Sonoma Valley related to wellness. Some of which are like hikes, but some of it are going to listen to music. And,
That too.
Because wellness isn't just like physical activity, right?
Right.
So
You will, on the regular, you may see me at Rattlesnake Ridge walking around. Or
also called Sonoma Valley Regional Park, and there are no rattlesnakes in January. Keep going.
they're always there.
They're sleeping.
You will find me just in general, because that's a good way to get more sunlight is to get out in it. Rather than just step outside and go, oh yeah, there's sunlight out here. Yeah, I go out and I breathe the
bit of
air,
walk. Yeah.
moving, feel immersed in the diffusion.
Okay. You're absolutely right. And that's the whole point of the wellness is not like, oh, I'm going to make a major life change. I'm going to lose 50 pounds in the first month and do this. It's more about what are you doing to feel good mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And, we have these 100 ways to do it. And every day there's something new. But it doesn't have to be drastic. I like your point. Just go take a walk, right? Sure. The Sonoma bike path, Sonoma, whatever you want to call it, the walking path, flat, easy. If you're in a wheelchair, it's completely wheelchair compatible.
Yes.
Right? And it gets you outside. So we have that going on. So you're going to have to do 100 of these. And I've got one for you. Haiku in Motion, a Zen-inspired guided meditation hike at Sonoma Botanical Garden.
Okay.
You should
I've been to the botanical garden. It is a beautiful thing.
It is.
All year.
It is. Winter's nice because actually there's still some plants that, like the valley oaks, the live oaks still have their leaves. But then other ones, the branches are quite beautiful. So you can do that.
I mean, there's so many plants in there. Different.
There are.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's
Botanical gardens.
Bob's Review Botanical Garden. You know what? A lot of plants.
But not our local manzanita oak.
But they have a whole side of native plants now.
Yeah.
So they have a whole Asian plants on one side, and on the other side they open up an entire California native section. Yeah, that's not bad, huh? That's not bad. Yes, all sorts of stuff in here, as well as recipes, things to do, and how to really get out and see wellness. And part of it is to go see shows and to be, the culture and the chance to be with people. Green Music Center, Sebastiani. Garrison Keeler is coming to Sebastiani Theater.
Yes.
Yeah. You should get him in here. Why do you point? I point that way.
Sebastiani's down there.
You're correct. It is that way. But on the podcast, nobody knows which way I'm pointing. So whichever way I pointed was right. Although now the way it's edited, it's going to be kind of funny. So go check those things out. Go find some wellness. Bob, I know you've got to go, but you're going to help me answer the final thing here. You're going to help me answer some questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that we have 2 visitor centers. People call us, they email us, they text us, they Snapchat us. They even can blue sky us.
Bing, bing.
That's right. And they can ring the bell out front, as you do every time. And they ask us questions. And now you're going to help me out in a segment we call We Get Questions. You ready?
Sure.
Hey there, we love seeing the lights around the Sonoma Plaza.
Yes.
We want to come take some photos for a family picture.
Yes.
How long will they stay up?
That's through January, right?
Good job. That's right. Last date, Friday, January 24th. They're coming down. So maybe get here by the 23rd.
Okay.
And have you done your family photo in front of the lights?
No.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'll take a photo of the lights, and then you can Photoshop yourself into them later.
I will do that. Get a green screen going. And
Get all set
close
up.
up. Get our wine glasses out.
And you're ready. Okay, that was good. So yeah, January they're up. No, I got more questions, but that was that was the easy one. Hey there, I'm looking for oysters. Where's a good place to get some?
In Sonoma.
Well, Sonoma Valley-ish. A restaurant.
I've had oysters at EDK.
Good.
I've had them at Salt and Stone.
Yep.
That's all I can think of.
Think higher, like K2 Mount Everest high. Sonoma Grill, run by the Sherpa family.
Okay.
They have oysters.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know he was a mountaineer. That was my whole segue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was on Everest and K2.
I have been to the grill.
That's a great spot.
Had a burger there,
Which
is not on the regular menu.
Should I get their recipe and put on my recipes for Bob? Yeah, so you can get oysters there. And then, of course, to get seafood oysters, I'm sure Sonoma Market sells them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we did mention, Petaluma and Marin's not that far away. And on the way... Tomales Bay, right? And on the way there, you could stop in Marshall and see a one-woman show in a barn, like Bob did at a dairy. So there you go. Good morning. They wrote good morning. That was really nice of them. We are staying in Forestville and are thinking of driving up to 2 hours out and then back to see some redwoods.
Really?
Any suggestions on destinations for that?
If they're in Forestville, the Armstrong Woods, right?
Yeah. Well, but they don't know. Come on, answer the question. Look at you. Like, yeah, you idiot. You're in Forestville.
You fools.
It's called Forestville. You're in the forest already.
So what's the question?
Where should they go see some redwoods? Yeah. So your suggestion was Armstrong Redwoods.
Yeah.
Because up to 2 hours away. Would you send them to Muir Woods?
Where is that? That's down here. I don't think there's
In Marin?
redwoods there. Is there redwoods in there?
Muir Woods?
Redwoods?
Yeah. That's called Muir Woods. It's redwoods.
Is it?
But you haven't been.
I've never been.
This is what I love about you. Yeah. You're so Sonoma local. You haven't gone to one of the top redwood destinations. I'm not saying the best, but it's one of the top destinations for San Francisco visitors because it's the closest one to San Francisco.
Oh, I see. I've never been. I should go look.
No, you should go to Armstrong. It's like 100 billion times better. I mean,
well, that's it. I just assume it's.
Or have you been up to
Don't
like,
a bunch of
Avenue of the
apes
Giants?
live in there, right? Chimps or something?
Did you see the apes that got out? Yes. And that documentary, Planet of the Apes, very terrifying. And they've built their own civilization. Ape together
And then
strong.
what? Then the closest redwoods after that, real redwoods, are what's north of Ukiah?
Yeah, you head up towards Ukiah. Well, I mean,
That's a 40 minutes.
that's not that far at all. Have you been to
Windsor.
Avenue of the Giants up there?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
But I think it's more than 2 hours. Is it 3 hours?
I would to hit some real redwoods. I'm going off of a 10-year memory at least.
Right.
An hour, maybe an hour 10.
I don't think
you can get far on that freeway now.
Right. But I want to point out one thing.
Forestville to 101 is a 10 to 15 minute.
There's
drive.
literally 3 redwoods in your parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like historic,
Yeah.
but those are redwoods, right? Yeah. Why are they there, by the way?
I don't know.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, that was the actual question, and you're right. You can go to Armstrong Redwoods State National Reserve, and it's in Guerneville. And from Forestville, that's about 20 minutes away.
When my friends come back home, they haven't been here since the 80s. They're all, where did all the trees come from?
They got older. They grew.
They grew up. Yeah.
It's funny when you look at old photos. Like you've seen the plaza and the historic and well-loved palm tree.
Right.
There's ancient photos of like this tiny little palm tree, and they used to decorate it with lights. And now it's like 80 feet
And there's no
tall.
tree. There's trees along the creeks, and that's it. The
Right.
valley floor did not sustain trees. Naturally.
Yeah, well, it had oak trees, but they were sparsed out because they're
Sparse,
not
and
because
near
they
the
don't want
creeks.
water. Yeah, but the creeks. That's how you always tell a creek in California is just you just see where the trees are, and they're right there. That was the questions.
That's it? I'm disappointed.
Well, okay. Should I see if there's more? Let me check the email.
You check your email,
Let me check the info at. Let me check. Okay, I'm going to check info.
we do have to
at-
wrap this up
I know
pretty
because you got stuff to do, but let me check info at sonomavalley.com and see what question we got because I will see what people are asking. We might not have another question. Let me look here. It's mainly people who offer us SEO ranking, which is lies. No, Bob, we we didn't get. Okay. Here's one. I have visited Sonoma many times, but I've never visited the coastal area wineries. Can you send a map and winery information? For example, Sebastopol, Russian River.
Well, Corbel, I know that one.
That's a great one. Good job.
Ectimo is out there.
Okay.
Apples, that's all I can think of now.
Spast apples? I like apples. Yeah, there's a lot of wineries in the Russian River area. What I would recommend is going to wineroad.com because the group out there, they cover Russian River, Dry Creek, and Alexander Valley wineries, and they know a lot about it, as well as SonomaCounty.com has information about that area. But Corbel's a good answer. It's the only California sparkling wine that can call itself what? Champagne.
Can they?
Yeah.
Why?
Because every time the French write a letter, they crumple it up, throw it in the garbage. In the poubelle. I guess because they got grandfathered in.
Before
Champagne was Champagne. So the Corbel brothers called it Champagne before Champagne said this is Champagne.
Huh.
Did you learn something new?
I kind of did.
Thank
I
you.
have to read it to proof it up, but
That is 100% true. I swear to God. All right, Bob,
I now have something to wiki when I can't sleep.
to write it or to read it?
Read it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna add you to Wikipedia right now. Bob, you're wonderful. Thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Thanks for enduring my humor.
You are wonderful. You have a radio show on Fridays,
Friday, 8 a.m. for now.
and people can listen to that where?
KSVY.org on the FM on 91.3.
Okay, and then also there's an app or no?
It's on the website.
On the website. And then also, Bob, if people have a bunch of money in their pocket, like Bitcoin or cash or securities,
Stock.
or stock, how do they, and they want to donate it to a worthy cause, can they give it to KSVY?
They can write a check to KSVY.
Okay.
It's 680 West Napa Street. Or they could go to our website and do one of our digital formats, or you can have your charitable trust send it over, or you can contact us at, let's just say,
Info at
promo
KSVY.
and btaylor@ksvy.org, and we do stocks through those accounts.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's good. So if
We
people
are
want,
set up for that.
people want to support a community radio station, in all seriousness, it is a great
Or
radio
you,
station.
or you can come in here and hand us.
Just stacks of cash. Just do it. Just that's why you keep looking. People keep dropping off piles of like Monopoly bags of money over here. Yeah, no, it's a great resource, and I really like KSVY. So I'm glad you guys are here, and thanks for letting us use your studio. And you built the special podcast studio, and it looks really good.
It's coming along.
Every day gets a little bit better. So, all right. And so after you go to ksvy.org for your end of the year donation, please go to sonomavalley.com for deals, special offers, and see what's going on. Also, winter wellness kicks off January 1st. We really do have 100 days of winter wellness, and you can find something new every day to do, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, relationship wellness. It's all on there. So please come give us a visit. Mom and Dad, thanks for listening. Larry, hope you're doing well. We'll see you next week.